Hey guys, it's Olivia. I hope everyone's having a great Memorial Day weekend. I'm here for another Movement Monday. So today this movement that I'm going to be demonstrating and explaining for you guys is a good movement that is going to be strength based, but also you're going to get some balance, some stability, and also some mobility. So let's go ahead and we're going to bring it down to the ground. So this movement is called a fire hydrant. Maybe people have heard it before. But you kind of think of a dog going to the bathroom on a fire hydrant. So that's kind of what the movement is explaining. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get on our legs and then on our knees. And we're going to have our wrists right directly underneath our shoulders. So with this, you want to make sure that your back is nice and flat. So I have no round back and I'm not dipping it in. So I have a nice flat back. My knees are directly underneath my hips, all right, and my wrists are nice and relaxed underneath my shoulders. So what we're going to do is we are going to lift our right leg up first. So our right leg is going to stay in a 90-degree angle, and we're going to lift starting with our knee first, trying to get it parallel to our hip. So I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, slowly rolling my leg up to about my hip height, coming back down. So with this exercise, we're really focusing on our glute muscles and we're focusing on our core muscles, all right? So what's happening is our hip and our core, they're working together trying to get that leg up in the air, all right? So if you're somebody like me who has kind of tight hips, this is gonna be a great workout for you to not only strengthen your glutes and your cores, but you're also going to strengthen and get that range of motion in your hip joint. So let's go ahead and go back down to the ground, all right? Knees are aligned with my hips, nice flat back, wrists are underneath my shoulders, and I'm going to go ahead and lift my leg up to hip shoulder width. I'm going to go ahead and do 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. So some coaching points with this is when I'm lifting my leg up, all right, one thing you want to make sure is you're not twisting your body looking like this, all right? So my head is facing forward the whole time. My hips are staying directly parallel underneath me, facing the ground, all right? And I'm using just my knee to bring that up, all right, coming back down. So my chest is still staying facing directly underneath me. It's not turning, all right, keeping it nice on the ground. All right, and then my leg, that's the next thing, your leg, all right? You don't want your leg to be straight out. You don't want your leg to be bent up like this. Nice 90-degree angle, all right, lifting that hip up. Now we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do a front view, all right, same thing, but I'm gonna do it with my left leg, and then show you guys what it looks like from the front. So let's go ahead and go for our left side, lifting that left knee up, coming to about hip height. See how I'm about at my hip, and then coming back down. Keeping those shoulders aligned, chest aligned, everything is in the position. All right? So there you go. You have a fire hydrant. What I recommend is to start this exercise, do about 3 sets, 15 reps each leg, all right? You'll start feeling it. I mean, I'm already kind of like, woo, feeling it myself. But it's a great exercise for strengthening your glutes, strengthening that core, but also getting mobility in those hip joints. If your modification, so we started with on our wrists, on our hands, all right? If that's a little too much for you, you can go ahead, bring it down onto your elbows, all right? Kind of the same thing. Keeping that back now is kind of like a little dive. That's still fine. You're just gonna still do the same thing, lifting those wrists up, or not the wrist, sorry, your leg up. All right, so that's that modification. Now, progression, we have 2 progressions. So if you're like, okay, I'm on my wrist, I'm doing it, boom, I'm repping it out, and I'm feeling it, it's too easy, I need a challenge, all right? First challenge is, we're gonna bring it up to a bear crawl, all right? So bear crawl, we're slightly taking those knees off the ground, about 3 to 4 inches off the ground, all right? So I'm here, all right? And you're gonna do the same thing, lifting that leg up, coming back down. Now let me tell you, you are going to have to engage that core and use that core to hold that balance. So that is a really good progression for you to do if you want to challenge yourself. Again, bear crawl, knees slightly off the ground, all right? Doing the same thing, keeping that leg at 90-degree angle, bringing it up to hip height, all right? That's progression one. That's the high progression. So if you want to go for that, you can go ahead and do it. Second one is if you have a resistance band, all right? So I have a nice little resistance band going on right here. You can go ahead, wrap that, let me go ahead and stand up. Wrap that around. You can wrap it either slightly under your knees or slightly above. I'm gonna do slightly under. All right, and then we're in the same position. Wrists underneath my shoulders, flat back. And now you're just going to lift that leg up, but now you have to fight against that resistance that you have in that band. All right, so again, that's really gonna strengthen those glute muscles and really work that part of the body. Again, really strong core, all right? Using those cores and those hip muscles work together to get this awesome strength exercise. So there you have it. Fire hydrant, we got a modification and we got some progressions. And this is a great exercise to do every day, all right? You really feel the difference in your hips, get that range of motion, all right? And be able to do your everyday activity. So I hope you enjoyed this exercise for today and have a great day and a great week.